Hello everybody, welcome to the sound test stream. Today I'm going to show you how to set up splits, keyboard splits, and how to layer sounds, as well as have the keyboard splits at the same time. So you can do some pretty cool stuff for live performances and things like that. And also like for jam sessions and things within AUM. Right, okay, so we're using AUM because it's like the perfect modular environment for your iPad. Okay, so what we're going to do is, first of all, we're going to start really simple, really slow. We're going to open one channel. We're going to select one synth, audio units. We're going to go with a Sunriser. Okay, and then we're going to open these little toaster things here and select our MIDI keyboard, which is the launch key. Okay, so now we have MIDI. So what I want to do is have a special effect. So I'm going to go to default. I'm going to go to effects. I'm going to use this first one here that comes up, chakra opening. Okay. And there's the sound. Now, we can shut that a sec. On this MIDI keyboard here, it's a 5-octave MIDI keyboard. Okay. And setting its center position, which is neither 1 or -1. This becomes middle C, C4. So this would be C2, C3, C4, C5, C6, and then C7. Okay, so it's important that we know where we are on the octaves of the keyboard sort of thing. But you know, you can do it by sound, but it's easier if you kind of know. Right, so what we're going to do is open this again here, and we're going to scroll down to the bottom, and you'll see note range. And I want this just to be on this one key. So I'm going to set this lower note range here. I'm going to set it to, let's see if I can get it up there. Let's see, 1, and we go up to C2. Now that's C2. So that's the lower range of the effect. And I'm going to set this one here, which is a G9, which is all the way up there if you've got like an 88-note keyboard. I'm going to set this one all the way down here to C2 also. So I'm going to go C, 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 C. And we can see by doing this how far we're progressing. And we're nearly there. We can do this with, there you go. So it's not now on any other key except for C2. Okay, so we're going to open another one now. We're going to open another audio user extension. I'm going to use the Moog Model D. And I want the Moog Model D for some bass sounds. And I know this is going to be quite loud as well. So first thing I need to do is obviously map it to my keyboard to start with here. So now we should have the Moog in there. And we're going to select the bass sound. Bass. Like this, bass. And that's okay. That sounds all right. So we can we'll turn the volume up a little bit for that. But it's a little bit bassy there, and I need my range to be from this D2 up to about this G3 here. But it's a bit bassy as it is, so all we need to do is just up the oscillator pitch range. So we can do this. We can move it all up one because it's all a bit quiet. And now that's going to be more logical. And then we're going to open the cutoff open a little bit as well, because it was a little bit dark. It was a little bit too much. That's perfect. And then we can turn the volume down a little bit to suit. So now on our C2 here, we have our special effect. So we could start like with a So let's set up 2 now, because in this range I want some pad sound. So from this, oh, did I set? No, I didn't set the range of my Moog. So let's do this. So I know that I want the Moog to be, at the moment it's right up there, but I want it to stop there, which is G3. So C2, C3, D3, E3, F3, G3. So I need to just set this to G3. And one more down. There you go. And that'll be it then. We'll have nothing left. Nothing left at all. So I'm going to go to another, I'm going to go from this A3 to this G3 here. No, sorry, this A3 to this G will be G5. Okay, so we're going up like almost 2 octaves. So I need to pick some sort of sound here. So we'll do audio unit extension again. And this time I will choose something to give me some sort of pad sound. Let's see what we could do. I think I will go with Synthmaster Player for this. And once this loads, I shall map it to the keyboard. Okay, so now we should have, now turn the volume down again. Okay, so we're gonna choose a pad sound now. So pads, pad. Okay, and we don't want arpeggios or anything like that. We want actually something that is a pad sound. So we shall try this one. I'll turn the volume. That's pulsing a bit, so. And we want to layer, and I need to, first of all, I'll set my key range to make this simple. And I said I wanted it to end there, which is at G5. So remember C4, C5, so this would be G5. But I want the range to, I don't want it to be down there. I want it to start at A3. So we set this to, we can go up a bit quicker. F3, A3. And it's not going to be, so it starts there, and I want it, pad sounds to end there. It's G5. So I can just take this down to G5, and then it'll be gone. So A3 to G5. But you can do something else. Let's do a layer now. So let's choose something else. Let's choose something like all right. Oh, let's choose BS16, and let's choose a kind of an organ sound. But first of all, as always, we need to map it to our MIDI controller. And I'm going to mute that Synthmaster now so I can just hear BS16. But BS16 is, of course, everywhere again. So before we look for a sound, we know we want to set our range to 8. What was it? A3 to G5. Right. So A3 to G. I think it was G5. Was it? Just okay. So. And then that's clear again. And then we can look for a sound, or we want some sort of organ sound, I think. Just, I mean, it doesn't really matter. You could set this up however you like, you know, with sequences and stuff. I just want to show you how you can set up your splits and your tones. So we could do this detuned Hammond sound. Moog sounds out of tune. Doesn't matter for now. Don't know why that is. I can tune it up. Anyway, so now we have our layer. So our Moog actually now sounds okay for some strange reason. Let's give that screen a wipe, shall we? Thanks, Jacob. Great idea. Okay, so, and in this last section here, from this A5 upwards, it doesn't really matter now. I want to set a lead sound, some sort of lead sound. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to open another audio unit extension, and I'm going to choose Mood Synth. I know that the sound that is going to start is the sound that I want. I'm going to map it to my keyboard again. And it's everywhere again. So we want to go from A5 this time. So we shall open our thing. So note range, lowest note range wants to be A5. Gone too far. So B5, we can go back, A5. So there's our organ and our strings, and that's where Mood starts. And we're fine now. We can leave that because we're not going to have to go straight up. And even if we were soloing and we octaved up, we've just moved the octave, but I'll leave it at the range. So now we have our... I don't know what the DSP's doing, can't see. Not bad, considering. So now we have Sunriser doing this. And then we have our... So you could set this up, record your bits and pieces, overdub your things. Good thing to do here now is go save session. And then you can, well, I'll do it again, save session, save. I need to but I need to, overwrite the session and call it something. So we should call this... layers and splits. I don't know what I've done. Okay. And then when we come to recall that session, hopefully, theoretically, it will all load back up in the correct. I'm sure that moves out of tune. Let's change the sound on there. Bass, 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 bass. Bubble bass. I'm going to just make sure the volume is... That's better. But again, what we would need to do, of course, is drop our range of our instrument up to suit, because the lead may be too high, so you'd need to go into the synth, lower the range. Anyway, you can mess around with the range to suit yourself. Anyway, guys, that's it. That's how you do it. And once you've done it, you've saved. I'll save that now with the new bass sound. You can come back anytime you like and just save new sessions, or you could create a whole new session, from the same kind of thing, but with different presets and stuff. Now, let's see if I clear this session now. Sometimes some of these won't load properly, but if I clear it now and then let's open up my session and just see what happens. So, there it is, layers and splits. So sometimes it should be pretty good. Okay, so now you'll hear that the Moog is triggering there as well because I changed the sound. So I would need to go, and I don't know why actually, but I would need, because the range is still right, but I would need to set this to, I think would need to go to, that's C2, isn't it? So D. Two. Yeah, that's right. So now I want to save that again. Anyway, you did see though that it all loaded back up perfectly, which is absolutely fantastic. So you can set this up as sets and things like this. So we've got the two layers here, the lead at the top end, we've got a bass sound here, we've got a special effect there, it could be anything like a drum hit, whatever you want to put on that key. You set the range to how you want to play it, and then you're good to go. Anyway, I hope you found this useful. If you did, please give the video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. Please consider becoming a Patreon from as little as $1 a month. It really helps, to support what we do here. It really, really does. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. I shall put links in for AUM. The rest of it, you can, use your own synths and stuff like that. If you haven't already got AUM, I would seriously just suggest you get it. There's so much cool stuff you can do. And you can record all this stuff out into a DAW on separate channels, or just record it as stems and a complete mix and stuff like that. I should really do more that kind of tutorial. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this, and I will see you later. Ta-ra. Brilliant.